Hey, what's up YouTube? Scott, Scotty Tradition, back with another video. I hope you guys are all doing well. Thought I would do a kind of a fun video today, going through kind of like 25-ish cards that I have that are kind of in that $500 range. So these are all cards that are not going to make the top 100 list that I'm going to be coming out with in the near future. These are cards that kind of just fall off that list and that are kind of anywhere from that like $400 to $600 range. Just so you can kind of get an idea of just a variety of cards that kind of meet that criteria, I guess. Um, Hopefully, there'll be some education in this. Just if it's cards that you don't usually collect, just to have an idea of like what's out there and what things kind of go for. So that'll be kind of be a fun exercise. These are cards that I probably haven't shown in a little while, to be honest. So I grabbed 25-ish of the cards that kind of fit that range. So we're gonna go through those. But before I do that, just a couple things. I just want to say, like, if you're anybody who's in that Florida area or North Carolina, Georgia, Tennessee, Virginia, any of the areas that have been affected by the Hurricane Helene from a couple weeks ago, and then just the hurricane that came through this morning, Milton. Just want to let you know that I'm thinking about you. There's a couple people I've reached out to in the YouTube community already, and it sounded like they were doing okay, so that's great to hear. But it just sounds tragic, to have your whole life uprooted. Cards and things like that really don't mean a whole lot when you compare it to that kind of stuff. Um, I'm fortunate. I kind of live up here in Wisconsin, in my little nook of the world. We don't have to deal with tropical force storms, that kind of thing. We don't deal with that up here. The other side of it is we deal with some pretty long, harsh winters at times, but even that hasn't been quite as bad the last 5 to 10 years as temperatures have been warming. Wisconsin has been quite mild, to be honest. The last couple of years, I barely even use my snowblower like once a year, maybe, when I used to use it like a dozen times every year. So thankful to be up here in my little nook. We're kind of away from any geological centers like earthquake, volcano kind of stuff. We are away from any wildfires for the most part, that kind of stuff. Um, we have some localized flooding and things like that, but you know, we do not have to deal with some of the stuff that a lot of others around the country have to deal with. So just wanted to say that I am thinking about you and those people out there, because to have your whole life uprooted and um, you know, cards are kind of a moot point when you're putting it up against that sort of thing. Uh, but hey, if you are going through some of that stuff, hopefully this can take your mind off it as I do this video. And second thing, kind of a fun thing. So my oldest son plays fall baseball. He's played baseball the last 4 years in our youth baseball league that we have. And last night he actually won the Silver Bracket Championship, which was pretty cool with his team. When they started out the year, this was kind of one of those teams that was like, sometimes you can just tell, like, because they do a draft every year of kind of all the local kids, and you kind of get to know who's on your team. And this is the first time I've recognized nobody on the team. So it was just kind of a hodgepodge of players. Kind of is based on rankings and other things and your age. So you never know what you're going to get, right? And we started out really bad this year. Like, it was disjointed. The coach didn't seem to have a lot of experience that was coaching our kids. And about a third of the way through the season, a couple of the other guys stepped in and helped coach the team. So that was helpful, I think. But so at the end of the day, they came together and ended up winning their bracket championships, which is pretty cool. So that was a fun thing from last night. This is the first one of those he's ever won. He's never gotten to this point in any of the other years that he's played. So pretty happy for him. That was a fun evening that we had. So that's all I got on my mind right now. Let's go ahead and get into these cards. So I got about 25 of them here. So I'm just going to kind of show them, just talk a little bit about them. And again, these are all in that $400 to $600 range. They kind of just fall outside my top 100, but they're kind of just cool cards nonetheless. We'll start out with this card. Picked it up at last year's National, the 1998 Fleer Brilliance Gold, Reggie White. These are numbered out of 99. Just a beautiful looking card. I'd love to get a 24 karat gold of this if it would ever show up, but haven't seen one pop up on eBay in a long time. So one of my pickups from last year's National in Chicago. Here's a 50 Bowman Elroy Crazy Legs Hirsch. This card's part of the NFL Top 100 set that I'm going to start working on here in the near future. So I already have this one. He's actually from my hometown of Wausau, Wisconsin, which is pretty crazy. Elroy Crazy Legs Hirsch, NFL Hall of Famer. Beautiful card from one of my favorite football sets, the 1950 Bowman. Here is a 05 Bowman Chrome Gold. These are numbered out of 50 of Ryan Braun. I remember I picked up this card for an absolute steal in an auction not that long ago, probably just 2 or 3 years ago, and it's kind of where I would estimate the price of that card. These look so great with the Brewers colors, the gold and the blue. We got an 05 Leaf Rookie in Stars. This is one I picked up last year. This is the gold longevity of Aaron Rodgers. These are just so awesome. These cards, these are numbered out of 99. Yep, 99. Still wanted to double check that. So that's a cool one. Got a, let's get into some vintage, a 49 Bowman Roy Campanella rookie. These cards have come up in recent years in price. Was fortunate to get this one when I did. Nice example there. Looks great for a 2.5. One I just picked up this year. It's the Spawn from 48 Bowman rookie. Just a beautiful looking example there. Beautiful card. Got these 72 Topps Roger Staubach. There's a beauty. Really nice PSA 7. Nicely centered. These cards can be kind of wildly off-centered. Here's the Giannis base rookie from 2013 Prism. '72 Topps Jim Slayton for the Brewers in a 10. 86 Topps Jerry Rice in an 8.5. Nice looking card there. Also part of that NFL Top 100 set. Beautiful card. How about a 55 Topps Harmon Killebrew rookie? Picked this one up at the Wisconsin Dells card show a few years back. Here's one you don't see very often. One of my favorite cards in the collection, the Fleer Focus Donald Driver rookie in a 10. These Fleer Focus cards were numbered out of 3850. And you can see the back, the colors on the back. These were prone to chipping really easily with those borders that are colored. And this card's still a pop 2 after all these years. Only 2 exist in a 10. Happy to have that one. Then we got the 84 Topps USFL Reggie White, another one of my favorite cards of all time. Just love that profile picture of Reggie. Beautiful card with the red, white, and blue USFL too. Love that. Here's the 72 Topps John Brockington. '70 Topps Gail Gillingham rookie. And a 10. Beautiful card. Pop 12. Here we have the 68 Topps Carroll Dale. Now we're getting into some of that, my vintage Packer Team Hall of Famer stuff. This is in a 9. Only pop 4. Beautiful card there. Then we got the 66 Philadelphia Don Chandler. Another beautiful card in that range. 56 Topps Bill Forrester in a 9. We got the 52 Bowman Large Fred Cohn in an 8.5. '52 Bowman Small Billy Houghton in an 8. Very tough card to find. Beautiful. And here we got a 50 Bowman Larry Craig in an 8.5. That's a beautiful example right there. That's a card that one of my only upgrades to the set last year. My Packers Team Hall of Fame set. Went from an 8 to an 8.5. That's a beauty. 58 Topps Ron Kramer in an 8. Just showed this one recently in a recent video. And then got the 59 Topps Dan Curry in a 9. A beautiful example there of Dan Curry. And then I think I showed this in a recent video too, the 71 Topps Thurman Munson Greatest Moments cards. Happy to have that one. And then kind of a couple cool game used patch cards. This is from Material Trios from Playoff National Treasures. It's the Bart Starr, Joe Namath, and Johnny Unitas game used jersey cards. Look at that. Absolute beauty. So glad I picked this one up back when these weren't quite as cool as they are thought to be now. These are numbered out of 25. Look at those 3 quarterbacks right there. Love that one. Then I got a pair of quad patches from 06 Leaf Limited. Got Star, Nitschke, Greg, and Reggie White. Numbered out of 25. Game used patch. Just gorgeous. Prime patches, just amazing. And then, fortunately, I have 23 of 25 and I have 13 of 25. I got 2 of them. And each one of those I'll kind of put in that range. You don't find the quad patches available very much. Again, glad I picked that up, before the pandemic run up when that stuff wasn't as sought after. So yeah, just something fun. We got 25 cards there around that, $500-ish price range. A little mix of everything from vintage to modern. A lot of football, of course, but there was some vintage baseball in there as well. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Hopefully everybody is doing well, and stay tuned for the top 100. We'll talk to you guys again soon. Thanks for watching.